Hello everyone and welcome to Jack English Learning. This is the place where you can improve your English naturally, confidently and step by step. In this podcast, you will learn practical English for daily life, real conversations and powerful speaking techniques to help you communicate with confidence. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced learner, this channel is here to support your English journey. So, relax, stay focused, and let's start learning English together. This is Jack English Learning. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jack English Learning. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about an essential skill for improving your English, building a strong English vocabulary. Vocabulary is the foundation of communication. The more words you know, the easier it becomes to understand conversations, express your ideas, and speak confidently. Many English learners feel frustrated because they cannot find the right words when speaking. However, the good news is that vocabulary can be improved step by step with consistent practice. In this lesson, we will learn how to remember new words, how to use them in real sentences, and how to expand your vocabulary naturally through listening and speaking practice. Let's begin by understanding why vocabulary is so important. Words are the building blocks of language. Without vocabulary, communication becomes very difficult. Imagine trying to describe your day without knowing the words for common activities, such as eating, working, studying, or traveling. When you learn more words, you gain the ability to express more ideas. You can share your thoughts, tell stories, ask questions, and understand what others are saying. That is why building vocabulary is one of the most powerful ways to improve your English skills. Now, let's explore some useful vocabulary learning strategies. One effective method is to learn words in context. Instead of memorizing isolated words, try to learn them inside sentences. For example, instead of memorizing the word opportunity, learn a sentence like this: "Learning English gives me many opportunities in the future." When you learn words in context, your brain remembers them more easily. Another useful strategy is repetition. When you repeat a word several times and use it in different sentences, it becomes part of your active vocabulary. Let's practice with some new vocabulary. Listen carefully and repeat after me. The first word is improve. Improve means to become better. For example, I want to improve my English speaking skills. The next word is discover. Discover means to find something new. For example, I discover new English words every day. The third word is practice. Practice means to do something repeatedly to get better at it. For example, I practice speaking English every morning. The fourth word is confidence. Confidence means believing in your ability. For example, confidence helps me speak English more clearly. Now let's move into listening and repetition practice. Listen carefully to the following sentences and then repeat them aloud. I learn new English words every day. Reading books helps me discover new vocabulary. Practice makes my English stronger. Every new word gives me more confidence. Repeat these sentences slowly and clearly. Pay attention to the rhythm and pronunciation. Practicing like this trains both your listening and speaking skills. Next, let's try speaking practice using new vocabulary. I will ask you some simple questions and you should answer them aloud. What new English words did you learn recently? How do you usually learn vocabulary? Do you prefer reading books, watching videos, or listening to podcasts? What English word do you use most often in conversation? Try to answer these questions using full sentences. Speaking aloud helps your brain remember vocabulary more effectively. Let's practice real-life conversations where vocabulary plays an important role. Imagine a conversation between two friends. A. What are you doing today? B. I'm studying English and learning new vocabulary. A. That's great. How do you remember new words? B. I practice them in sentences and repeat them every day. Repeat this conversation aloud. Now imagine another situation. A. Why are you learning English? B. Because English gives me more opportunities in work and travel. A. That's true. English is a global language. Practice repeating this conversation slowly and clearly. To build a strong vocabulary, it is also important to develop the right learning habits. First, learn a few new words every day. Even learning 5 new words daily can give you more than 1,000 new words in a year. Second, review words regularly so you don't forget them. Third, use the words in real conversations. When you actively use new vocabulary, it becomes part of your natural speech. Remember, vocabulary grows through consistent practice and real communication. Another powerful way to expand your vocabulary is through reading and listening. When you read books, articles, or stories in English, you naturally encounter new words and phrases. When you listen to podcasts or watch videos, you hear how words are used in real conversations. Pay attention to how native speakers use expressions and try to repeat them. This method helps you learn vocabulary in a natural and enjoyable way. Now it's time for your daily challenge. Today, choose 5 new English words and write a sentence for each one. Then say the sentences aloud several times. If possible, try to use those words in a conversation with a friend or during your daily practice. By doing this simple activity every day, your vocabulary will grow faster than you expect. Finally, thank you for learning English with Jack English Learning. I hope this lesson helps you understand how to build a strong English vocabulary and use new words with confidence. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Remember, every new word you learn is a step towards better communication and greater confidence. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing your English skills every day. I'll see you in the next lesson here on Jack English Learning, your daily English practice. Thank you so much for watching and learning with Jack English Learning. If you enjoyed this lesson and want to improve your English faster, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. Remember, learning English is a journey. Practice a little every day, stay consistent, and believe in yourself. I'll see you in the next lesson right here on Jack English Learning. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing.